Hey cats, what's happening? Welcome from Lone Pine, California this morning, the Eastern Sierra to the west, and the Inyo mountain range to the east. This is God's country. Hey, have you ever listened to that Blake Shelton song, God's Country? This is it, man. The desert and the rattlesnakes, of course. We're all in God's country if we're in the U.S. here, but this is some cool country here. There's so much to explore, so much to see. We're at my brother's house here. This is his house. We call it LP 117. He's got the little rock sign there. Now, he had this originally just kind of scratched in here with a nail, and I took his Dremel tool and actually added a little feather here and the arrowhead and defined it a little more. But this is LP 117, and he's a rock hounder, so he's found all these rocks, all up from the Inyo mountain range, which is a great place if you're a rock hounder. But it's a nice place. You got this little faux well here that's just a place to put garbage cans, really make it more attractive. He's putting in a fire pit here, but I gotta tell you the story. He went to put a fire pit in here and he started digging and he hit something. Now, this is a gas line, and the gas line just kind of runs over to the house to it used to have a gas heater inside there, but it's a dead line. There's nothing there. But now he's got to wait for the gas company to disconnect the gas line to cap it over here before we can proceed any further with it. They were supposed to come like 3 days ago, and the gas company's never showed up yet. So no campfire pit, but we're gonna have a cooker in here, and just where we can have a little fire, sit around out here on the patio and enjoy stuff. He's got like a block wall here, and he's going to paint a mural on here. This end is going to look like a mine shaft, just kind of heading back into this little alley behind his house. And then he's going to paint like the ore carts coming out on the track with the spoil pile, and to just kind of give you an idea about what used to go on here in this whole Owens Valley area. These are some of the rocks that we picked up in the Inyo. So they don't have any real value. They're just cool rocks. Some of them are really nice. You could see the blues in there and stuff. He knows what all kinds of rocks they are, but there's a couple that were interesting because they were like this, and he had a name for those. They were either dropperite or leverite. You know what that is? Dropperite there. You pick it up, it ain't worth anything, or it's something you don't really want, put it right back down where you got it. Leverite right there. So that was kind of fun. We learned a lot about rock hounding. You can't just strip the Inyo of everything, but you hunt for the cool things. And he's got in his rock garden here, you see he's got everything all separated by color and what type of rock it is. And these are all rocks that he's collected. Look at these blues. I don't know what that is. It's not turquoise, but it's just lovely. There's some fossils right here. You can see the fossils in the rock. Look at these blues. I mean, wow. There's an old spur that they found up in the Inyo desert. That's a pretty cool find. I'd love to find a spur, especially one old like that. And then his garden here, really nice with the mugo pine and the flowers. The hummingbirds actually come down to the flowers here. It's really nice. You'll see the little butterfly on there right now, fritillary. Just loving the flower. He's got his cow skull back there. Some more cool rocks, different colors. Cool stuff. A jawbone. Guess rock, purple. Got little cactus growing in here. Loving it. Cactus is loving it. That's a cool one. Look at that. So if I was going to live out here, if I was going to get into this, which is a fun thing to do, go rock hounding, I'd really have to learn my rocks. He knows what they all are. He's got the dry erase board here, and yeah, I was here. And hello, beautiful people. You know who that is. Everybody's kind of written their mark here. We got a sink here where we wash the rocks that we find. We got more rocks over here. So, kind of a cool place. Oh, look, there's more rocks up there. So even though this isn't my house, it's home to us. This is our home because it's my brother's home. Look, he's got more rocks here. Got a little jar that he keeps little tiny cool rocks in. And he's got all these collections down here on this shelf. He's got these collections over here. And I like this map of California. Here's the whole of California. We are bam, right in the middle of this great Owens Valley, with the Sierra Mountains here, the Inyo Mountains over here, and the Whites up at this end. So really a cool place to hang out. There she is.
Hi, beautiful people.
And there's the man over there.
Hey, world. World out there.
Yeah.
YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
This
Welcome
is
to LP, everybody.
a really interesting rock here. They call that Thunder Egg. Thunder Egg.
That's a conglomeration of a bunch of them all stuck together.
Yeah. How about some more desert? Well, four-wheeling again in the Alachua Dunes.
Alachua Dunes. The one nervousness about this is called sand.
You get the wheels in the sand and you get buried down in there.
There goes the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Soft sugar sand drifts in over
Gotta
the
move
road.
through it, else you're gonna get stuck.
Feels like you're surfing on the water.
It sure does, but it's fun.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna have that much fun because if the sand runs out, which is here, I'm not going
Looks
any
like there's
farther.
a parking area up here or
It
something.
does look like it's something here. So let's just go to the end. And we're at the dunes now, everybody. We're not going to get stuck
No, think positive.
because we're not going any farther than this.
I
right
see
here.
footprints in the sand. I don't know. I'm going to look for some Sidewinder.
All right.
Okay, we stopped here at the Alachua Dunes Desert. And what do I find? I mean, this thing must have been buried for a long time. It's an old milk bottle. And it says Independence Dairy. Debs Yandell Independence. And Independence is one of the original towns up here. So we found that and found this cool old Colt bottle. It says Los Angeles, California on the bottom. So I think they're going on the plane home with us. Or maybe we'll leave them with Brian at LP 117. But I gotta check out the desert here a little bit. You know, the wind blows and it changes things here and it uncovers things. So this is the desert, the high desert, you know. It's just really cool. I love the desert. I'm always looking for tracks. So you know, there are signs that there's been something here. This could be a snake track right here. We got some kind of bird tracks or something here. Follow little footprints, some kind of critter. It went over that way. Pretty awesome, huh?
It is. Are you having fun?
Oh my gosh. Because this is like something that we don't see at home. It's like all new, and it's just incredible, the landscape. And you know, it's uninhabitable really, but it's just amazing. It's just thrilling. Up the mountains up ahead of us are the Coso mountain range, COSO, southern part of the Owens Valley. Coso meaning light, and that was what the Paiute Indian definition of the Coso. So it's getting a little rugged here. That's where we're heading, up to those hills up there, the Cosos.
He's gonna be bouncing all over
jerking
the place.
us all over the place.
Cosos.
I go to the left, you'll lean to the right.
Hey, well, look, at least it's a real video, you know. I mean, we're not faking this, folks.
Come down, we've reached our destination point, so we're gonna head down through this canyon to the left here. That's some pretty rugged terrain up here in the Coso. Just see what it has to offer. Now this wash is pretty dangerous because look at this. It just drops like straight down. If you were to fall down in there, it could be pretty nasty. It's deep, and the sides are crumbly. We're heading over that way. Well, you know me, the adventure, so I'm in a wash. I'm going down into this wash. It's a deep wash. So this is no typical tourist stuff here. It's dangerous. These shelves here are just, you know, crumbly. They're dangerous. There could be snakes down in here, but I wanted to get down here because I wanted to see some of the geology, some of the rock that's left down in here, some of this volcanic stuff, and just some of the cool colors and stuff. It's just pretty cool. And look at that, that just like drops down. There's like 20-foot cliffs there. But see how they're cracking, fissuring out. Those things would collapse in, boom, and it would not be happy. So I'm not gonna go too much further. I just wanted to, you know, come down into the mouth of it here and check it out a little bit. Oh, what did we find here? Looks like a mine shaft. I don't know what kind of rock this white stuff is, basalt or something. I don't know, it's kind of flaky. And a mine, an actual mine. And people have put some really cool rocks up here. They're nice. Some collections. But down here is the mine. And it goes back in quite a ways. Then there's a horseshoe nailed up there on the wall. And then there's some kind of a chute there. It's got a pretty good solid ceiling on it. And I see some cat tracks going in there, but there's a chair in there, and yeah, so somebody comes up here, and then I couldn't tell you what they're trying to find though, but I don't go in old mines. It's a little spooky, so I'll just stay out here and hunt for rocks. You can see my brother way over there, way over on that ridge. He's a rock hounder. But there's another mine over there too, another mine entrance. So what we've been told though, there's big cats up here, mountain lion, and like I said, I saw some cat tracks right on the floor of that loose sand in that mine. You ain't going in there. I'm not gonna come face to face with a mountain lion and have him grab hold of my throat. Don't need that. So we're gonna walk up this wash and just kind of look at some of the gravel here and see what kind of pretty cool things we can find. Being that I am in the absolute wilderness area, and I mean, there's nothing around here. No homes, no campgrounds, no trails. This is just pure, unadulterated wilderness. And I was heading up this canyon, but I heard something back there. And I'm not sure what it was, but it could have been a rock slide, it could have been an animal or something, but I found a couple cool rocks, and I'm just going to head back because I don't know what that noise was back there, but something kind of startled me because I wasn't expecting to hear anything. It's so quiet back here, and my brother's way down that way, V's way down that way in the car, so I'm going to start heading back that way. Kind of foolish to be out here all by yourself anyways. I've got nothing, I got no water. It's just gonna be a little 20-minute walk, and it's probably going into a half hour now, so I probably got 20 minutes to head back to the car. And I'm heading that way now. I made it safely back to the 4Runner. I'll show you what we got here. Some cool stuff. The Desert Pirate found these here. Yeah, it's pretty red. Very pretty red. Got some cool, like, crystal-y stuff. That's interesting. I don't really know what all these rocks are. I'm not a rock hounder.
I don't know what
Val found this greenish one. I found this pretty one. This chalcedony, or opalite, very sharp. It's almost like flint. I mean, you could slit somebody with that. It's very sharp. I found this second piece of it too, so that's cool stuff. This purpley colored one, and that's what you look for, color. I didn't know that this stuff has any real value, but to a rock hounder, that's all it is, you know. This is an interesting, almost like fossilite thing. Kind of weird. This thing, just color purple in it, very pretty. So that's our find. The bottles that we found in the sand that the desert winds had uncovered. So, oh, and we found some blueberry kuchen here. How's the kuchen? A chuckwalla on a rock. Oh, and he ran. Woo-wee, he ran.
Sorry, Itchy. Ain't gonna happen. Uh-oh.
This still comes in the form of rock hounding. What?
The car won't start and I can't... Take that out and push that button and see if you can make it stop, because I can't get out.
Which button?
Anyone! I've never had this happen to me before. I'm freaking out, man. I can't even get out of my car.
Will it start?
No!
There's an alarm button. Do you have an alarm?
Okay. Well, now we're in a situation. This isn't a brand new vehicle. And there's nothing wrong with it, really, except for the fact that somehow Woody stopped to look at this rock, and because I opened the passenger door too fast, the alarm went off and the engine will not start. So now we're in a pickle because we're out in the middle of some adventure, I'm telling you. And we're calling for help right now. Hopefully somebody can figure out where we're at. Owens Lake down there, Owens Valley, so, and we're Coso. Well, now I got a title for that one, Stranded. Let it go, because you got a little uphill here.
Yeah.
Just ride it out. Now I got a good title for this video, Stranded in the Desert.
And no.
We're actually coasting through the desert, trying to get out to the road. We're almost there. We can actually see vehicle traffic. We figured out how to get the thing in neutral, and luckily it was all downhill for the most part, but we have got manual force back there too. Brian's pushing to keep us rolling, because every once in a while we come to a dip. We had one big dip that we came to, and we were rolling pretty fast, and then there was a hill, and I said we got to keep going pretty fast to make it up that hill, so we left off the brake and just let it freewheel. We hit that dip, and I think all four wheels came off the ground. Brian's head hit the ceiling, and it jarred his back pretty hard, but we were able to keep rolling. Otherwise we'd be way back up there in the Cosos. So we've coasted a couple miles already, and we're coming up on the road now where it's actually within walking distance. So hallelujah. I'm gonna get back in the cab here because we're picking up more speed.
Yeah, get that right handle ready there.
towing company to the rescue. It's cool in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
With air conditioning.
Yeah.
All right, we're rescued.